Let us do one more problem on bank reconciliation statement. We have one more problem here before ourselves. On comparing the cash book with passbook of Messrs. Naman Enterprises, it is found that on 31st March 20, the bank balance of rupees 40,960 showed by cash book differs from the bank balance with regard to the following. So we don't know the passbook balance here. A, bank charges rupees 100 on 31st March 20 were not entered in the cash book. On 21st March 20, a debtor paid rupees 2000 into the company's bank in settlement of his account, but no entry was made in the cash book of the company in respect of this. Checks totaling rupees 12,980 were issued by the company and duly recorded in the cash book before 31st March 20, but had not been presented at the bank for payment until after that date. A bill for rupees 6,900 was discounted with the bank and is entered in the cash book without recording the discount charges of rupees 800. 3,520 is entered in the cash book as paid into the bank on 31st March 20 but not credited by the bank until the following day. No entry was made in the cash book to record dishonor on March 15, 2020 of a check of rupees 650 received from Bhanu. Prepare a reconciliation statement as on 31st March 20. Balance as per passbook. Answer is 50,870. So we have to arrive at the passbook balance. We are not given the passbook balance in this question. Let us see whether we are able to arrive at the passbook balance or not. Let us start preparing the bank reconciliation statement. BRS of, what I'll do is I'll use this space here. BRS of Naman Enterprises on 31st March 20. Particulars rupees and rupees. Bank balance as per cash book 40,960. We will have some add items, we will have some less items, and we have to arrive at the bank balance as per passbook. Our answer should be 50,870. Let us see whether we are able to do it or not. Let us start preparing our working notes. This is cash book, this is passbook. I have to arrive at passbook, so I'll put a star mark here. Let us assume both are same, starting 40,960. Bank charges of rupees 100 on 31st March 20 were not entered in the cash book. So bank charges are a withdrawal in the passbook. They have not been recorded in the cash book. So passbook balance will reduce, but cash book balance is high. What should I do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook? Because of this amount, passbook balance reduced, but that was not shown in the cash book. So by reducing the cash book balance, both the books will become equal. So I'll write here, bank charges not recorded in cash book rupees 100 within brackets. B. On 31st March 20, a debtor paid rupees 2000 into the company's bank in settlement of his account, but no entry was made in the cash book of the company in respect of this. So there is a direct deposit in the passbook without our knowledge. Cash book and passbook 40,960. 40,960. Samak here. There is a deposit, so credit side of the passbook balance will increase balance will reduce. Why will the balance increase? Boss, we have started with a credit, another credit, balance will increase. Favorable balance, deposit balance will increase. So what should I do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook? Passbook balance has increased by 2000. So cash book balance also has to be increased by 2000 to make it equal to passbook balance. No, we by writing some amounts in the BRS, we are not writing any entries in our ledger accounts. We are just explaining the difference in the bank reconciliation statement. Alright, direct deposit not recorded in cash book, rupees 2000. Next, C. Checks totaling rupees 12,980 were issued by the company and duly recorded in the cash book before 31st March 20, but had not been presented for payment until after that date. That means the creditors have not encashed the checks from the bank. They have not gone to the bank, they have not presented the checks, and they have not taken money from our bank. So passbook 40,960 credit, cash book 40,960 debit. We have issued a check. So as soon as we issue the check, we record a withdrawal in the cash book. Hence it is credited in the cash book. But they have not been presented up to 31st March 20. They might have taken the payment in April 20, but that is not required in this problem. What we want is on 31st March 20, what is the situation? It has not been presented for payment. So on this date, because of this, there is a difference. We started with the favorable balance, there is a withdrawal, so the balance is bound to reduce, whereas balance here is higher. I want to make cash book equal to passbook. So cash book balance has reduced by this amount. That is why it is not equal to the passbook balance. So what should I do to the cash book to make it equal to passbook? I have to increase by 12,980. Check issued but not presented for payment. Next, a bill of rupees 6,900 discounted with the bank is entered in the cash book without recording the discount charges of rupees 800. So when we discount a bill with a bank, what is the entry we should pass in our books? I'll tell you that also. When we discount a bill, we pass the entry bank account debtor, discount account debtor to bills receivable. The value of the bill was 6,900 and the discount charges were 800. So the bill which is given to the bank is 6,900 worth, discount of 800. That means the bank account should have been debited with 6,100. This is the correct entry which should have been passed. But the actual entry passed by the accountant is bank account debtor to bills receivable 6,900. So he has recorded even the discount in the deposit column. So 6,900 has been recorded in the cash book. Whereas in the passbook, the bank would have credited only 6,100, that is net of discount, to your account. What the bank will pass? Bills receivable account debtor 6,900 to customer account 6,100 to discount income for them 800. So they have credited only 6,100 in your account, whereas the accountant has done a mistake and he has debited even the discount to the bank column. So now what will happen because of this? The cash book balance has increased, whereas passbook balance is lower. The cash book balance is higher by 800 rupees. This is the amount. 6,900 has been debited here, 6,100 has been credited here. So if you strike off the common amounts, you will be left with 800 rupees here. Okay, so 800 rupees, what should I do now? 800 rupees cash balance is showing higher than the passbook balance. So I have to reduce the cash balance to make it equal to the passbook balance. Discount erroneously recorded in bank column. Next, 3,520 is entered in the cash book as paid into the bank on 31st March 20 but not credited by the bank until the following day. So 3,520 is entered in the cash book as paid into the bank on 31st March 20 but not credited by the bank until the following day. So we have deposited some money in the bank. This is my cash book, this is my passbook. We have recorded a deposit in our books, but corresponding credit is not there as on 31st March 20. It might be there in month of April, but on 31st March 20 it is not there. That is why I am explaining the difference on that particular date only. So the cash balance has increased, it has reduced. So what should I do to the cash book to make it equal to passbook? I have to reduce it by 3,520 rupees. Deposit not recorded in passbook. Next, no entry has been made in the cash book to record the dishonor on March 15, 2020 of a check of Rs 650 received from Bhanu. So now how do you deal with it? We have received a check from Bhanu. We have deposited the check in the bank, but the check got bounced. There were no funds in the Bhanu's bank account. So our bank was not able to collect the money from Bhanu's bank account. So how do you deal with it? As I told you earlier, as soon as we receive a check, we pass an entry in our books bank account that are to Bhanu account. What was the amount? 650 rupees. So on 15th March, we have deposited it in our bank account and we have recorded it in our cash book. But the check was dishonored. That means money was not collected by the bank. So there will be no amount in the passbook appearing for this deposit in our cash book. Or we can even say one more thing. We can say that if the bank has credited on 15 March, as soon as the check is dishonored, the bank will debit the account and cancel it. Okay. So there is no amount available in the bank because of this check, because the check got dishonored. So what we should have done, if the dishonor was informed to us, we should also have credited our cash book and reduce the balance as per the cash book, because the check has not been honored. We have not received the money actually on the check. But what has happened? Because the bank did not inform us about the dishonor, we were not able to reverse the entry and cancel it. Okay. So now what will happen? Because of this, there is no credit appearing, but there is debit here. Balance in the cash book is showing a higher amount, passbook is showing a lower amount. What should I do to the cash book to make it equal to the passbook? I have to reduce my cash book balance by 650 rupees. Check dishonor not recorded in cash book, 650 rupees. Now let us complete our statement. So the total of the add items is 14,980. Now it will be 0, 14, 1, 19, 1, 5, 5. Total of the minus items would be 100 plus 800 is 900, 4420, 70 rupees. 7, 9, 14. $5,070 has to be reduced. So let us see what is the balance now left for us. 0, 14 minus 7 is 7. 8 minus 0 is 8. And 55 minus 5 is 50. So we arrive at the passbook balance. It is 50,870 rupees. And if you see the question, the bank balance as per passbook was 50,870. So we have been able to arrive at the correct answer. So this is how we prepare a bank reconciliation statement. In this problem, the passbook balance was not given. So we started with the cash book balance, and then whatever is the answer of the bank reconciliation statement will be the passbook balance appearing on 31st March 20. Thank you.